Chosen of the moon, embrace the night. I will be heard. Bring down the sun. The moon also rises. Embrace the night.
Hi friends! Voice change, surprise, surprise! So I'm gonna just start off by moisturizing my lips, and then I'm gonna go straight into the base makeup. I'm actually using a foundation lightener by LA Girl, and yeah, I just wanted to make sure that my complexion was as pale as possible because I have to make it kind of consistent with the Moon Warrior theme going on. So Diana is very pale, hence I have to make myself look a lot more pale than I actually am. So I'm just blending it all out flawlessly with my EcoTools Beauty Sponge, making sure to get my ears and trying to get as even coverage as possible. I'm also making sure to blend it into the hairline really well so that it looks really seamless and as natural as possible. I'm not sure if that's possible at this point, but yes. And I'm adding more of the foundation lightener onto my neck just to make it look a little more cohesive with my face. Of course, this step is not necessary if you are actually wearing Diana's warrior armor. Not quite sure if it's possible to highlight my face when my face is this pale, but yes, I'm gonna take that Pro Conceal Corrector in the white color, and I'm basically highlighting all the usual places and blending it all out with my EcoTools Beauty Sponge again. Maybe it's because I'm spoiled by the ColourPop No Filter concealers, but I found that this corrector was kinda hard to blend. And I'm gonna take the LA Girl Pro powder. It's a loose translucent powder. I'm just gonna set all of my cream products so that they don't slip and slide. And of course, yes, that includes my neck area as well. Now time to just chisel out my face to look like Diana's. I'm gonna start out by just carving out my nose, making my nose bridge more prominent and narrow, just like Diana's nose. I'm really just literally referencing her picture and trying to recreate her nose onto my nose, which is not an easy task, I found. But yes, I just kind of observed where all the shadows were on her picture and then recreated that on my face. I'm using this first initial color to kind of sketch out exactly where I want to put the lines, and then I'm going to use this darker shade to actually, more prominently place those colors. And I'll definitely be blending these all out later. Don't worry, I look a little crazy right now, but I will blend it all out. But this just makes it look even sharper and more prominent. See, I told you I would blend. I'm just blending out all the lines that I created on my nose just to make it look a little more natural and not so drawn on. Now using a highlighter, I want to even more emphasize that narrow nose. Now I'm going to carve out my cheekbones to look like Diana. She has amazing cheekbones, so I got to recreate that onto my face. I'm making it look a little more dramatic than I would usually, just really sculpting it out to her face shape. Now using the darkest shade, I'm basically just carving out my jaw to make it look a little more V-shaped. Of course, the V-shape is the common shape for a lot of game characters or just characters in general. So I do want to make sure my face looks a little more V-shaped than square-jawed. Diana has a very unique forehead, and you'll see if you look at her art, but I'm trying to recreate that little ridge she has going on in her forehead, so just kind of using the tools that I have to create the effect of having those ridges on my forehead. I'll come back to the forehead later, but for now I'm basically kind of carving out and cleaning up that contouring I did on my cheekbones so that, it doesn't look all muddy down there. Okay, back to the forehead. Taking the highlight, I'm basically creating the effect of light bouncing off her ridges on her forehead. It's just kind of an artistic thing that I decided to do to help me create that effect better. And yeah, just kind of blending it all out, taking a darker, more cooler toned eyeshadow because I don't really have like a cooler toned contouring product. But yeah, I'm basically even more emphasizing that cheekbone, and see how much that carves it out. Yeah, I'm just gonna use it to create that little ridge she has on her chin, and then also carve out the jaws and the cheekbones. And check this out, I'm creating even more depth in the forehead, and I feel like this really helps bring that look together and bring that effect to life. I'm adding more depth to the inner brow area, and also adding more to the nose just to even more emphasize my nose. For the sake of time, I decided to complete one eye, and I'll show you how I do my other eye. I'm taking my MAC Lyric Matte Eyeshadow and basically just creating a transition shade just to make sure all the other colors I put down will go on smoothly without any skipping, and it just creates a better like depth to the eye instead of just one flat color. Taking that bark color again, I'm just layering it on and just creating more depth and dimension. Next, taking my Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, good drugstore product. I'm taking the black color and I'm spreading it all over my lid. I'm really trying to just blow it out and diffuse it, and actually kind of create preliminary lines with it that I'll later go over with, more cream products. But yeah, I'm basically just kind of sketching out her wing that she has going on, and the line that she has going from her forehead, etc., etc. You will see. Now, it's okay to work in small strokes. You don't need to do it all in one go. It's actually easier to mess up if you do it all in one go. But I'm just basically referencing my other eye and trying to match it up as best as I can. Of course, I have different eyes and I don't have a perfectly symmetrical face, so they're not gonna be perfect, but I'm trying my best. Next, I'm taking my Maybelline Skinny Gel Liner, or is it a cream liner? I don't know. It will be listed in the description bar, but basically I'm tracing it out and making it sharper and really trying to create really crisp edges. I'm setting all that pencil liner with some more black powder so that, it's not going to slip and slide again, and just even more intensify the look. Taking my Man-Eater Tarte cream liner, and I'm really darkening up Diana's, I don't know what it is. Is it a tattoo? Is it a birthmark? I don't know what it is. But yes, I'm just basically darkening it up. And I thought silver would be appropriate for this look, so I wanted to add it onto my look and really brightening up the inner corners just to open up the eyes, because this is quite a dark eye look. Taking an angled brush with a black eyeshadow that I was using, I'm gonna create her little, spike going down her cheek, just to create that fierce line, and really kind of smudging out that black liner I put on the lower lash line as well. And I'm further intensifying it with that Tarte Man-Eater eyeliner again. Even a moon warrior needs some glam, so I did want to incorporate some false lashes to this look. It just looks a little incomplete without it, and it looks a little grungy without it, so I wanted to put some false lashes. And of course, you can't forget the brows because you have such a bold eye look going on. Of course, Diana has silver brows, but I do have dark hair, and I'm the dark side of the moon, Diana. So I am creating a dark brow, and I just can't go without brows, guys. Now I really make sure to brush out my brows to make them look really well blended and natural. And now time to shape out my lips to look like Diana's. I'm just referencing her picture, and I see that she has a little bit of a bigger upper lip than her lower lip, so that's kind of how my lips are naturally, so it worked out. But I'm creating a little bit of an upward curve at the corners of my lips just to make it look a little more like Diana's. And I'm adding this Tarte's lip paint. It's kind of like a brownish red color. It's more brown than red though. I could have totally gone with a nude lip, but judging by just her artwork, I wanted to kind of follow her original artwork and do a dark lip. So I am gonna layer on a different color to kind of create more of a gradient look later, but I'm gonna just let that dry for now. And time to work on her huge crescent moon and full moon on her forehead. I don't exactly know what it's supposed to be, but it is a symbol of her being a Lunari warrior, a moon warrior. So yeah, it's just kind of creating sharp, crisp lines like a circle. It's kind of hard to create a perfect circle with just, you know, freehanding it, but I did try my best. I apologize if it looks a little messy, but yeah, I tried my best. And to clean it up a little bit, I'm taking a really small, tiny, pointy, dry brush, and I'm just cleaning up any of the dry paint that I can just flake off. And now using that same brush to make detailed, fine lines and just cleaning up all the rugged edges. I'm gonna layer on another layer of that white corrector just to make it look a little more opaque. Next, taking like a deeper, almost wine colored lip color, and I'm adding that to the inner rim of my lips to create that gradient look and kind of lighten up that lip a little bit. Okay, you can't tell me that a moon warrior doesn't have highlight because that just doesn't compute in my mind. So I did add a frosty, more pale colored highlight to my cheekbones, and I'm also dusting off the excess powder I had put there earlier beneath my cheekbones. I'm also adding some blush because it looks like Diana has a bit of blush, and I'm not gonna deny her her blush, okay? Alright guys, so that is it for my Diana inspired look from League of Legends. I think it took quite a while, but I'm pretty happy with the result. I look like a very fierce moon warrior, so I'm pretty happy with it, and I hope you guys enjoyed creating this look with me. Maybe you'll go as Diana for Halloween, maybe, I don't know, but all you would need is a silver wig, some creepy white contacts. Obviously, I don't have a silver wig, I don't have contacts, I've never ever worn contacts, I'm not sure if I feel comfortable wearing them, and so I guess I could be like the dark side of the moon version of Diana. I don't know, I'm being silly, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and also stay tuned for some lip swatch videos from Sephora Favorites lip kits, as well as a LeBlanc inspired Halloween look. She's also from League of Legends. I know there's kind of a trend. Oh, by the way, if you're new, welcome! I'm so excited to have you here with me, and I'm glad that you watched all the way through the video to find this outro. I do encourage you to join the Breath of Beauty family, and if you do, don't forget to click on the notification bell to make sure you're not missing out on any of my future videos, because the YouTube world is huge. You gotta have some way of finding your way back to me. Yes. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat if you're at all curious about what I'm up to on a day-to-day basis. With all of that said, remember you guys, you're beautiful, wonderful, and amazing no matter what anybody else tries to tell you. And just remember that I am rooting for you, and I'm so happy and grateful that we are friends. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in my next one. Bye! Mwah.